Yo, what's going on, everybody? Sorry for the late start. Um, my PC decided to not share my screen anymore. Couldn't record it. Something with StreamYard. It's happened before, but y'all will forgive me and everything will be fine. And I'll get these things back up and going and we will get the show rolling. Until then, thank you all so much for coming by. Greatly appreciate y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, this freaking list whipped my tail today. Like I was flabbergasted. Like finding decent price points for some of these books, and then just the books in general that they are. I'm just like, oh my god, they were. Oh, bleh. However, I think tonight will be a nice kind of like recap type of episode because I've got several books on here that I've not only mentioned in videos in the past and stuff like that, but also on this show that I've mentioned before. I try not to repeat a whole lot, especially just really close. But tonight with the list that they have, I was just like, ugh, ugh. And then the reasoning these things are on the list is another thing altogether, whole nother thing. Anyways, all right. I think I'm good. I think I'm ready. And we are Baker never disappoints y'all. I'm just letting y'all know. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Neil's Comics and Video Games. What's going on, man? Thank you so much for coming by, checking out the show. If you haven't already, please go check out Neil. He's had some rather cool little shorts he's been putting out here lately. You should go check them out. Definitely. Go check out his Instagram too. He is yes, I was yes. And now we're live. So he tells us anything. Nice. Nice. Thank you all so much for coming by. All right, let's get this list rolling. That's what y'all are here for. So I got it set. I got it ready. We are back on schedule. We are good to go. Yo, no surprise. Spectacular Spider-Man number 98 coming in at number 10. This is the first full appearance of the Spot, the rumored or confirmed villain for Into the Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie, the Miles movie, animated. Um, fair market raw value coming in right now at about $50. It's on an upward trend, of course, because confirmation makes everybody do crazy things. So, if you're not wanting to spend $50 and you want to look to see something else that you may like instead, that's got maybe a little bit of spec behind it as well, I would say look at this book right here. Journey into Mystery 115. This is some good Silver Age goodness right here. And it's because of this guy right there. All right. Not only is this a Loki origin story as well, but you also get the second appearance of Absorbing Man. Fair market raw value coming in at around $23. It's on definite downward trend. Here's why I like this book. Not only is it Silver Age, because I like Silver Age books a lot, but also I like the spec of Absorbing Man. And here's why I like that spec. She-Hulk's coming in the picture. She's gonna need villains. That's a good villain for her to have. He was on Shield there for a little bit, Agency Shield, if I'm not mistaken. So the characters they've already tried to adapt it once. Or they did adapt it once, actually. We still got the Hulk around. Another good villain for the Hulk. This is also a Wonder Man villain. So Wonder Man coming around. There you go. Another villain for him. This is also, if I'm not mistaken, Titania's husband. So there's a bunch of connections here that I'm thinking of as far as this book goes. On top of it being Silver Age. So whether this is for the PC, whether this is for spec, if you can find it for a decent grade at a low cost at around $20, I don't think that's bad. I really don't. So take it, leave it, do what you will with it. If you don't like Titania, or if you don't like I can't even think of the guy. Absorbing Man at all, then don't even worry about it. Just don't. And there's also a quick shout out to um Swaggle Comics. I'm not friends with him or anything like that. I don't associate with him, but he seems like a really cool guy. But he's always had this theory, and that's why I gotta credit him because this has always been his theory. That they're gonna use villains and things like that from the Avengers Assemble or Earth's Mightiest Heroes cartoon, and I honestly kind of like started catching on with him about that too. Absorbing Man was in that cartoon, so let's see. Baker had something to say. What did Baker have to say? That's Absorbing Man. Looks like a rock gorilla. That's great. I'm pretty positive it's Absorbing Man. That looks a lot like his face right there. Like he's got that metal looking face, and then he's the rock all around him and stuff like that. I could be completely wrong, but I'm pretty positive that's Absorbing Man there. Looks like he's taking on, the earth and stuff. So I do know this is his second appearance, quo the or per the app that we all know and love. So that's what I'm going with. I could be proven wrong. If I am, that's fine. Somebody please do. Please do. Until then, let's move on to the next one. Number 9, Catwoman, number 44. This is a 1 in 25 variant by no other than Sozo Micah. Um, she does make nice covers. Don't get me wrong. These Sozo Micahs, though, have been going on for about a few weeks now. In fact, I picked a Sozo Micah up for the month of September, I believe. Where I buy my comic books from, my pre-orders are like 2 months out. So I have to sit there and flip through like the catalog they have that's coming out in 2 months from then. So they had a normal had a Sozo Micah in there, and I was like, for below cover price. I'm like, yeah, why not? Okay, fine. Especially if I can turn it for $100. I mean, that's what these have been going for. I mean, this is actually down from some of the other ones. $92 fair market value. This is on an upward trend. So my thoughts were that this is a cover buy. This is straight cover buy. Um, so if it's a straight cover buy, then let's find another Catwoman cover. And who better than to do a Adam Hughes Catwoman cover? I'm just saying. I've not seen this one either. If you know Adam Hughes artwork, you know he is very elaborate with the chestises. So you're gonna have that in pretty much any of his covers. This being a Catwoman cover, though, I just thought it was really cool. It was something different. I've never seen her with that much fear in her face, as far as any of her books or anything like that. So I thought that was really cool. And I mean, it's Adam Hughes. It's always good artwork. Always good artwork. So yeah, fair market value for this book right here is $17. It's on the lower end of some of his books, actually. It's a little bit of an upward trend. Not too bad though. So just keep an eye on it. But yeah, I like this cover. I dig this cover. And if you do too, then maybe this is something for you to look at. It's definitely way less than the Sozo Micah that we got here at $92. My lovely little wifey has shown up. Hey, honey. Glad she's able to make it. She's not feeling very well tonight, but she has made it to show up. So I appreciate her very much. And hopefully she'll start feeling better soon. Also, while we're talking about my little wifey, we did our quiz and it's been recorded and I've edited pretty much everything. I've got to go back and just rewatch it one more time just to make sure. I did horrendous at it. And I hope y'all get a great laugh out of it throughout the thing. But yeah, that should be dropping tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. And I hope y'all have fun with it. And we'll see what else happens from there. All right, next up, we've got The Boys Herogasm number 1. I'm going to assume that this is popping off strictly because The Boys TV show. More than likely, the character Soldier Boy showed up. This has always been a funny cover to me. I'm not gonna lie. It's just his face. You know what's going on. I mean, I don't know. It's just funny to me. Um, So yeah, fair market value right now at $46.78. I'm gonna pause though real quick because this right here, right? Right? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Uh Neil, jeez and Pete's. You peoples. Um right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Anyways, so yeah, fair market value $47, upward trend right now because the boys, honestly, on this one right here, I just went with Garth Ennis, and because again I don't know the boys, um, and what better than to have? Oh, do I not have it on here? Oh, screw it, we'll find it now. All right, so I forgot to put this one in, but we're gonna go find it right now. Go. Bear with me. Bear with me. Hold on. We'll get it. We'll get it. You'll have a little heads up as to where I'm going. All right. Here we go. Hellblazer 41. This right here, and I can't remember if I put this on the list before or not, but this is Garth Ennis' first US comic book work, is in this Hellblazer comic right here. So I know these first works have really been popping off lately and stuff like that. So I was like, you know what? Hellblazer's like, I love that series. And it's Garth Ennis. Fair market value, $2.20. Like, come on. Like that's an amazing buy right there for a first work of a guy. So it's on a little bit of an upward trend. So maybe people are hearing about it now, but I doubt it. I don't know that too many people are talking about it. So it's not like Jim Lee or something like that. But yeah, I definitely would jump on this, like especially if you're waiting on that Soldier Boy to cool down. All right. This right here, I know nothing of this book. Hotel, number one. From what I can tell, Scout. It seems like no, not Scout. That's not. I'm sorry, that's wrong. It's not Scout. It's not Scout at all. But from what I can tell, this show is being optioned and to go into production, whether it be a TV show or a movie, and so that's why this is kind of heated up. The fair market raw value looks like it's around $35. I don't know the story, and I don't like spec on indie stuff and where it may or may not go. Like it's not something that I do. Um, so eh, if you dig this, of course, like all these other ones, go ahead and go get it. But I'm sure there's another indie key that you could probably invest $35 in instead of in this one. Like if it's going to, actually this isn't even 35. This is saying fair market raw value at 14. So $15. Like, I don't know. I really think you should sit down and evaluate. Like if of course if you want this, go get it. But see if there's another indie key that you would rather have. That would be my suggestion to you. What if Miles Morales number 4? This looks to be a variant cover of some kind. But it's pretty much Miles Morales became Thor. This is getting a ton of heat because of what people are saying is stereotyping, making Asgard the ghetto, and Miles's Mjolnir has graffiti on it, and he's got cuts in his hair, and I've heard other people complain about other things. I've not personally read the book. I have bought this book, but it has not come in yet. So I can't really speak too much on that. And I don't want to speak too much on it because I don't, I want to read it for myself first and actually give y'all my opinion, not just regurgitate what somebody else said. But that's why this book is getting so much heat right now because it's a little controversial. All right. So it's not gonna be the only time that we see this book on this list. Spoiler alert. Right now, fair market raw value is $9. This book just came out like last week. No, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, yeah, like almost 2 weeks ago. I mean, I don't know. Maybe instead of buying into controversy, because this is going to cool off, and then it's going to be you're going to be able to pick it up in probably in dollar bins and stuff like that. Maybe you should look at this book right here. This is Fantastic Four number 278. Freaking dope looking Fantastic Four cover with Doom uh leering over the city. We've got the She-Hulk Fantastic Four team instead of the Thing. Pretty cool looking cover. I dig it. What's really cool about this book, let me get my notes out so that I, don't misspeak. But there's a Doctor Doom origin story in here about him being in school and stuff like that, how his face got messed up and how he acquires his armor, his Doctor Doom armor. And then there's also, to go along with the controversial stuff, there's Johnny Storm basically confronts somebody that's uh tagging a anti-racist poster with racial slurs and things like that. So, if you're looking for a controversial book or something along those lines, then maybe this is a better one to pick up, especially when you got fair market raw values at around $3.96 to $4. It's on a downward trend, right? Right? I don't know what it is about Fantastic Four covers that have red on it, but those to me just really pop. I just really like them. I'm not even Fantastic Four guy. I don't even like Fantastic Four books. But like the red ones, like I don't know, I really dig those books. I really dig those books. I think it was just the ink back then was better or something. I don't know. I don't know. Um, let's see what is next on our list. All right, here's another one, y'all, that I just Midnight Western. Again, it's an indie that's been optioned, Scout Comics. I don't know. I really don't know. Fair market raw value coming in around $12. It's on a big upward trend for whatever reason. I just, again, if you want this book, go get it. It's not that big of a price jump. I think you could maybe invest $12 in another indie book that may be a key or something like that. But as far as comparisons, I don't know anything to compare this to. So I'd say use your best judgment here. Use your best judgment, whether it be an indie book or another Marvel, DC, or something like that. Just buy what you love. Buy what you love. All right, here we go again. Miles Morales. What if Miles Morales became Thor? This is a 1 in 10 variant, design variant. Fair market fair market raw value coming in around $24. Upward trend, of course. So again, while you're waiting on this to possibly cool down, here's another like possible what if book. This is bullet points number 1. Now, the reason I picked this book is because it's a short little series. It's 1 through 5. Um it's kind of a what if story. I've not read the whole thing. I've kind of gotten a synopsis of it, and it seems kind of cool. So it is kind of a what if story to go along with the other one. It's not a controversial story either. The spec that I have on this book is this issue in particular, this number 1. Steve Rogers becomes Iron Man instead of Captain America. They scrap the super soldier serum project in this book, and instead of Steve Rogers becoming Captain America, he becomes Iron Man. So, with what if playing out the way that season 1 played out, and Steve Rogers jumping in the Iron Man suit, and then we see it later on in a tanker, could he possibly have gotten frozen over as well and became Iron Man? And now he's Iron Man? So, as always, like I try, not as always, lately, I've been trying to show y'all, like, if I do sit there and call something a spec book or whatever the case is, that if I've been buying into it, that I show y'all, like, I've been buying into it. So I actually picked these up last weekend before this, actually 2 weekends ago. So yeah, I think I paid $2 a piece for them or something like that. It was really stupid cheap. So I figured why not? But I do believe in that. So I'm not telling you to go buy it. I'm just telling you why I'm buying it. You can go from there. Fair market raw value, $2. So I actually got it under fair market raw value. It's on a little bit of an upward trend, but yeah, I don't know. If nothing else, this could be a really cool what if story that you have in your collection, your PC. And it's not a hard thing to get. It's 5 issues, 5-issue run. I think that Galactus shows up towards the end of it or something. Spoiler alert, but yeah. So go check that out. See if you like it. This right here. This is Wonder Man #1. This is when his series takes off as far as like him being in Hollywood. Of course, it's popped off because of the rumors of the Wonder Man show coming out. This is not his first solo title, but it is his first solo ongoing series. So there was a first solo title or that came out before this. This is not his first appearance or anything like that. It's strictly a #1 of his first ongoing title series. Fair market raw value coming in at $18, 19 bucks. One sold. Is that no? One sold yesterday for $31. I mean, it's a cool cover. I do dig the cover. I mean, I don't know that I'm a Wonder Man fan, but I mean, it's a cool cover. So it says it's a downward trend. While it continues to go on a downward trend, I suggest you look at this book right here. This is Werewolf by Night, #1. Okay. This is the first appearance of Jake Gomez. This is the first cover appearance of Jake Gomez as well. Um, I keep like Baker, I'm sorry. I keep seeing your comments come in, but I don't know if I just got lag on my end or what the deal is. But yes, Fantastic Four, John Byrne. Right, right. It does seem like a good read. I if I find other copies, I'm definitely gonna pick them up because I am interested in reading it. As far as the bullet points, that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about the bullet points. I just like I'm definitely gonna read it because it does seem like a really cool read. Because there's like I want to say Peter Parker becomes the Hulk in it. Like it's pretty crazy the stuff that goes down in it. Right, right, absolutely, absolutely. That's funny. But yo, first appearance, Jake Gomez as Werewolf by Night. First cover appearance. I believe also, don't quote me on it, go check it out though. But definitely his first appearance. I mean, if it's yeah. Um, this is kinda got some heat right now. Fair market raw value is $25. It is on a little bit of an upward trend. But if you go search IMDb right now, you will see that there's a casting for Jake Gomez in the Werewolf by Night TV series, along with Elsa Bloodstone and Jack Russell and somebody else, but it's not like a huge character or it's somebody playing themselves or something. Not playing with themselves, but playing themselves. Um, so, anyways, yeah, like uh, with that news coming out, I think it's really easy to make Jake Gomez have ties to Echo because of her Native American background. And we're getting an Echo TV series. There's supposed to be this special coming up with with Werewolf by Night, not necessarily Jake Gomez, but that character has been listed. So I wonder if we'll get like the passing of a torch from Jack Russell to Jake. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. But I mean, $25 for a first appearance really isn't that bad. So right, right. Wrong Disney Plus. Thank you, Neil. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sure she appreciates that too. Thank you very much. Um, so yeah, definitely give this book a look at, of course, I'm not telling you to buy anything. I'm just telling you, look at these things. Look at these other cool things that are out there. Marvel Comics presents number 158. This is the first appearance of members of, I guess, what can be known as the Clandestine, which have appeared in the Ms. Marvel TV series on Disney Plus. Spoiler alert if you're not caught up on that yet. But we got the list of them right here. It's Imp, Crimson Crusader, Hex, Wallop, Cuckoo, Argent, and Newton Destin, whatever. Nobody resembles anybody that's on this cover right here, and I don't know necessarily that we got any kind of names like that for any of the characters that were on Miss Marvel. That's not to say they can't show up, but they did use the name Clandestine. So that's why this book's kind of popping off at $42 right now. The one sold yesterday for 33. It's on an upward trend. Another spoiler, like these are looking like the bad guys of the TV series. So be wary of Marvel bad guys and buying up on them, especially when they're on the high end right now. I'm gonna point you to, let's see, we're at, what did we say? We said $42. So yeah, I'm gonna point you to this book right here. This is Marvel Point One, number one. This is another book that I have had on the show before. And the reason I'm bringing it again to y'all today is because this book is one of those books that once it gets hot, it's almost like Spawn number 9, first appearance of Angela. It gets hot for a bit and then it cools off. And so right now, this book, Fair Market Raw Value, is coming in at about $25. So we're definitely looking really low. I mean, look at this downward trend of negative 9%. Uh, one sold yesterday for about $20. There is a printer color, kind of not rub, but line that comes up. I've heard that CGC knows about it and they don't really count it against you, but just keep that in mind. If you are in the search for this book, this is the first appearance of Sam Alexander Nova. That Kevin Feige has expressed interest in using Sam Alexander. That's not to say that's gonna be the one we get. I don't think it will be the one that we get off the cuff, but still, I think this is a great book to have. I mean, I bought one of these here last year at some point in time, and so I'm on the hunt more for them. I mean, it's why not? So it's a cool, nice looking book. First appearance. Again, $25 for a first appearance. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it looks like we're setting up, a Young Avengers type team or even a Champions type team with Miss Marvel. So I definitely think, they bound to have something cooking. They're bound to. So I don't think it'll be too long before we wind up having the name Sam Alexander come out there and be talked about. Plus, like, I mean, he was in a cartoon with Spider-Man here however long ago, and those kids are eventually gonna get older, and that's what they grew up with. They grew up with those heroes. So you kind of have to start looking for those kinds of heroes. My opinion, anyways. All right. So yeah, I advise buying heroes over villains, but it's your money, do what you will with it. Last but not least, what if Miles Morales number 4? This is the A cover, if I'm not mistaken. Fair market raw value coming at $27. This is an awesome cover. I'm just letting y'all know. I mean, I think it's awesome. I dig it. So this is the one that I bought. Yesterday one sold for $37. I wish I had mine. I might go ahead and sell it. It's on a downward trend, it says. While you're waiting on this to possibly cool off, if you didn't get your hands on it at the comic book store here 2 weeks ago, I definitely suggest going to look and see if you can get it for cover price. But if it's not there, maybe you should look at this one right here. Again, another book that I have shown, and the same reason it gets hot. I don't even know if this book ever necessarily got hot. Like, people have talked about it, and they just kind of like, yeah, because other things come up, other lists come up. But this is Captain America number 25. This is the first appearance of Sam Wilson as Captain America, and that is who our Captain America is, and is going on from now on until whenever. We've seen his costume. His costume looks great. So he's established. He's there. And fair market raw value is coming in at $28. $28? Come on now. I think that is a steal. One sold a few days ago, like 4 days ago, for $30. So yeah, like it's on a little bit of a downward trend. Definitely suggest keep an eye out for this. Keep a lookout for this. Also, I want to point out Joaquin Torres, his first appearance is in the Sam Wilson Captain America run. You get his first appearance, you get his first cover, you get his first as him as Falcon, the new Falcon. So definitely be on the lookout for those Joaquin Torres books as well. But this being Captain America, I had to go with this one right here. So I think it's been a while since I put this one on the list, but definitely we need to revisit it. Like, if it's cooling off, we need to revisit so we know we can start looking for this book again. So, right. Well, unless it does like Thor does, that Jane Foster Thor, like it took off for once that first trailer dropped, it took off for like a week, and then after that, it just bleh, and it just went down. So, but yeah, I'd say definitely definitely want to get it as a low, whether it's PC, whether it's spec, whether it's whatever. Get it when it's low. Get it when it's low. All right, good people. I believe that is our list. So let me put myself front and center. Thank you all so much for coming by and hanging out, watching this top 10 list. I greatly appreciate it. I hope it helps y'all out. Hope it gives you a nice insight, nice thought as to what you may be looking out for. Yes, go check out the video. It's dropping at about 2:30 Central Time tomorrow, where Mrs. 22 tests my skills out. I won't spoil what it is that we're testing out. So, but it is comic book related. So definitely go and check that out. I've heard rumors. Oh, Comically Comics podcast. Go check them out as well. I have we got a YouTube started up on that, so you can go find us on YouTube as well and start subbing us up there. We're doing little shorts to lead you to go listen to the actual full podcast. So you can go check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts. That's where we'll be. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, yabba dabba do. Let's see. I have not decided yet. But we'll have a show. If it's not Monday, then it'll be Tuesday night. I have not decided yet, though. That's a good question. So thank you, Baker. Thank you for giving me something to think about. What else? I think that's it. The episode dropping tomorrow. The podcast that dropped today. 4th of July is coming up, so everybody be safe. If you're going out of town, be safe going out of town. And yes, absolutely. Go enter in the man's 300 sub giveaway. Absolutely. I'm sorry, Neil. I forgot all about that. But yes, go enter into it. Neil's always giving good stuff away. So go check him out. Go sub him up. Go comment. Go enter into his contest. Yeah. Thanks. Everybody giving my wifey some good wishes. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate that. So yeah, that's it. Once again, thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it and sitting here doing this. Hope y'all stay safe. And as always, y'all have a good one.